Alright, here's how to reverse a Leslie motor. The main objective is to flip the coils in the fast and slow motor 180 degrees. Disclaimer: do not try what occurs in this video. Working with high voltage can be lethal. It also has the potential to burn down your house like Cave Johnson's combustible lemons. Tools and supplies needed are the following: a socket set, a permanent marker, an assortment of screwdrivers, universal screwdriver, a hex bit or Torex star bit. I used a Torex T10, Hammond tone generator oil, cleaning supplies. Optionally, a solvent, such as WD-40 or contact cleaner. First things first, mark the direction of the coils on both motors. I did this by putting arrows pointing towards the belt pulley on the fast and slow motor. This way, when the motors are taken completely apart and you are going to reassemble them, you know which way to orient the coils. Separate the slow motor from the fast motor. There's 4 screws that hold the assembly together. Once you have the fast motor separated, take off the belt pulley by unscrewing the slotted screw on the top. Next, take off the wheel on the other side of the fast motor. There's a little hex screw on the base of the wheel. Following that, remove the 3 screws that hold the other side of the mounting plate for the slow motor. This will allow access to the 4 bolts that hold the motor together. To remove these 4 bolts, I used a socket and a universal screwdriver with no bit. Once you have the coils isolated, you have to feed the wires through so they come on the other side of the coil. Then reinsert the wire through the top plate of the motor, making sure the arrow on the coil now points away from the top pulley. If you do not flip the coil, the direction of the motor will not change. Reinstall the bottom plate along with the mounting brackets and the 4 bolts that hold the motor together. Make sure the plates and the coils line up. There should be no gaps in between the plates and the coil. Make sure the bolts are fully fastened. Before mounting the slow motor bracket, oil the 2 felts on both sides of the motor. After oiling, reattach the mounting bracket for the slow motor. Reinstall the pulley for the belt. When reinstalling the wheel, make sure the hex screw lines up with the flat side of the shaft on the motor. Moving on to the slow motor, when disassembling the slow motor, pay close attention to the order of the washers and nuts. If you mix up the order, the motor will not set right and may have problems engaging with the wheel of the fast motor. There is a diagram online that shows the order of both the upper and the slow motor. Undo the two nuts on the top of the mounting plate. On the other side, there should be 2 screws and a nut. Removing the nut should allow the plate to separate from the motor. When removing the slow motor from the plate, it may disrupt the alignment. If this happens, which in most cases it will, I'd recommend watching Dr. Kemp's video of a Leslie motor being rebuilt. I will leave a link in the description. Again, the main objective here is to flip the coil to reverse the direction of the motor. When separating the bearings from the coil, make sure you pay attention to the order and the direction of the assembly. Once the motor has completely been disassembled, flip the coil and begin reassembling the motor. Easy trick to get the belt on. Take a twist tie. Twist tie the belt. Spin it around. Done.